What's up, YouTube? This is Mathers97, and welcome to another edition of Smackdown vs. Raw 2008 General Manager Mode. This is episode number 52, and we're here, as always, with ECW action. So let's go ahead. Of course, we just saw the fan support. We're still losing, as always. I mean, what's new there? And then now we got to go ahead and check out the Power 25, and as usual, we are dominating the Power 25. I mean, I don't think we have our entire roster there now that we brought in, you know, the new blood, the new acquisitions. So let's go ahead and get into the match card. But first off, we got a ladder tag team match between Mysterio and Jeff Hardy to take on Mr. Kennedy and Mark Henry. Mick Foley and CM Punk teaming up to take on Edge and Sabu in a hardcore tag team match. We have a six-man tag, Sandman, Ric Flair, and Terry Funk taking on Bobby Lashley, Elijah Burke, and MVP. We have The Undertaker with Batista in his corner taking on Kane with the Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels in his corner. And since we're in St. Louis, Missouri, we got to put the hometown kid in the main event. It's a Randy Orton versus Triple H First Blood match. So let's go ahead. Mysterio and Jeff Hardy get the win in the tag team match, and Punk and Foley beat Edge and was it Sabu? Sabu, that's who it was. And the team of Sandman, Flair, and Terry Funk win the six-man tag. And in the singles match, it is The Undertaker who gets the win over Kane. So that's a pretty big victory there for the Demon of Death Valley. And of course, you know, just a little bit more momentum boosted for the Animal and the ECW champion Batista. So, since I kind of actually made a mistake when I was recording this, I didn't realize how short the episode would have been. It probably would have been like 8 minutes or something. It was actually really short. So added in some entrances here, and then this is going to be kind of like what I did that one time. Maybe it was around like episode 36 maybe or something like that. I'm just kind of trying to guess from memory. But I did like a 2-for-1 for 2 episode where I did, you know, 2 weeks in one, and then the next week kind of finished up that second week's episode. If you're confused with the concept, you can always go back and watch that video, see exactly what I'm talking about. But it's gonna be a bit different because really the next 2 episodes, well, I mean, like this one and the next one, are gonna span 3 weeks at GM mode because I didn't realize when I was recording how short some of the episodes wound up being, and I just figured at that point that I should just go ahead and just go through with it and merge the 3 episodes into 2, so that way they're a bit longer, because I don't really like to, you know, sell you guys a bit short on these videos. I like to, you know, have a decent, you know, most of the time I like to get at least 15 minutes. I know a couple of the past few episodes have been a little bit shorter, but there wasn't really too much I could do about that. You know, usually if it's about over 12 minutes, usually I think I'm good. I'll let it slide. But, you know, if it's anything under 10 minutes, I can't let that go. So that's why, you know, the next 2 episodes are going to be, I don't know, they're not, I think this one's like 18 minutes, the next one will be like 20-something minutes. So I don't know, if you're a fan of the shorter videos, I apologize, but I'm a fan of, you know, more content, longer videos, that sort of thing. So I don't know, it kind of, I don't know, maybe undersells the week a bit more, but, you know, I'd rather do that than, you know, under-provide with an episode, because, you know, just like, you know, if I uploaded a bunch of like 8-minute parts or something like that, you know, more of less, I prefer, I'm more of like less is more. So if I upload less videos, but they're longer videos and there's like more work in them, and you know, higher quality, it's kind of what I stand for. So that's why I try to keep the videos on average somewhere between like 15 minutes to half an hour. I mean, Universe Mode lately, and you know, coming up just this past month of Universe Mode, heading up to TLC, episodes wound up being a lot longer than I anticipated them being. It just, you know, all somewhere seemed to be between like 20 and 30 minutes, which wasn't intentional at first, but, you know, I'm okay with it. But if it starts going over, you know, like 35, 40, 45 minutes, that's when it's just like, okay, this is a bit excessive. I don't know if I can keep up with this at a steady pace. But also, you know, just kind of talk about something real life that I'm working on. I'm working on applying for a job, so I don't know. I'm also partially why I'm doing some of these commentaries in advance. A lot of the commentaries coming up are probably going to be in advance, because especially with school starting up, I got to get back into that whole sort of schedule of things and dealing with homework and whatnot. So until, you know, I have everything figured out what exactly my kind of routine is going to be, and and once I'm sort of set in my ways, know exactly what I got to do and when I got to do it, how much time it's going to take. Until then, I'm just going to go ahead and have these commentaries all ready and all good to go, so that way, if, say, I get a ton of homework one night or something, then I can just do that and I don't have to worry about doing a commentary. Because, I don't always have free time to do commentaries, so I usually only have like a certain set window during the school year when I can do commentaries. So, that's a bit of a bummer, but, as long as I can get videos up, I mean, even if I have to, I don't know, upload them less often, but as long as I can keep them on like a steady schedule, that's what I try to do. I try to keep it on a schedule, and I feel like I've talked about this topic before in past episodes. So let's go ahead and focus back on the matchup. Is Randy Orton, low blow to Triple H, and well, the fans seem to be pretty happy about that one. They seem to be enjoying this match, just looking to see Orton get the victory, and Randy Orton hits an RKO on Triple H right there. We get the nice replay. Hometown crowd, he's just going to go ahead and taunt it up for the fans, give him a good show. But this isn't, he can't just pin Triple H there. He's got to bust him open. This is a first blood match. Of course, the winner is whoever makes their opponent bleed first. So just kind of that extra extreme stipulation added onto this one here. As now Triple H trying to get back in control of things here. Some shots right to the back there of Orton, but Triple H, really, in this match, you really just want to focus all of your offense on the head of your opponent and just set them up to be busted open. So really, any of these shots, leg shots, arm shots, shots to the body, don't really matter. You want to go right and straight for the head so you can bust your opponent open just that much faster. And then now Orton goes ahead and puts Triple H there in the corner. And now, going up on that top rope. Look at this. Look at this. Randy Orton, a super back suplex off the top rope, or a back superplex, whatever you want to call it. But Orton now grabbing that steel chair, and Triple H has been busted wide open. That's it, folks. Randy Orton has won this match in front of his hometown. He has beaten his rival Triple H in a first blood match. And not only is the crowd, hopefully the crowd's pretty happy about that one, and hopefully that can add a bit of a boost to the match rating. That's obviously the whole goal of that matchup, just trying to put Orton over in his hometown and hopefully try to go for that 5-star match rating. We've been doing pretty good with that. The past couple of weeks, we've been getting, match of the weeks time after time again, but, the ratings don't always reflect that. So hopefully this week, we can get that match of the week, and hopefully the ratings will actually reflect that. Maybe we can pick up some fans. So let's go ahead and check it out. We got 4.5, 4.5, 4-star, 4-star, and 5-star for an overall 4.5-star show. I'm pretty happy with the results. I don't know about you, the viewer, but I'm pretty happy. I think that's a pretty solid week for us here. Heading into WrestleMania, we got to pick up fans, and we're still going to go ahead and build up MVP a little bit more. His popularity down at 76. We want to get him up to around the 90s. We can't get Umaga because we have a full roster already. But let's go ahead and work on building up MVP the rest of the way. We're gonna do some more brand invasions to try to build up his popularity, get him caught up with the rest of the superstars on our roster. But we also got Ric Flair, who's down at about a 92, not quite up to par with the rest of our talent, but I think it's decent enough. He should be able to kind of hold his own there. Looking at our contracts, like I said, we're at March 10th, and WrestleMania, I think, is the 31st of March. Oh crap. Sorry, I had a drink of water a little bit ago, and I was trying to put the cap on it, and I'm not that coordinated. I'm triple tasking here. I'm watching the video, trying to screw the cap on the water, and commentate all at the same time, so not working out too well. But I think we only have like 3 more weeks left, so we just got a few contracts we gotta extend, and then we'll be good to go. We'll be all good on the contracts. As we can see, we got 3 more episodes of ECW and then WrestleMania, which I think is only gonna amount to, I think that only count as 3 weeks. So we should be good in terms of our contracts. Let's take a look. Smackdown only got a 4-star show, which is good. We outdid them. So let's go ahead and check out the ratings, see what that says. And Smackdown dropped. I think Smackdown dropped a little bit of fans, but the only problem is they went to Raw. We didn't really gain much there. Or maybe Maybe we went up 40,000. I missed it. I don't. No, we didn't. We were at that same spot. We didn't go up any. So that sucks. But let's go ahead and check out the Power 25 once again. Really, it's just a competition between ECW and Smackdown and the Power 25 at this point. We got Batista up there at number 2. We just gotta work on getting him up to number 1 and keeping him there, whether that's Batista or just anyone on our roster. We gotta build him up there to that top spot. But yeah, we did go ahead and build up MVP's popularity. We built up Flair's popularity a little bit, so we should be good to go. Actually, we didn't build up Flair's, but you know, he could probably get himself over. I mean, he's the nature boy. 16-time world champ. I'm sure he can do it. So let's go ahead. We got an elimination 6-man tag. That's a blockbuster match to kick off the show. We have a singles match. Sandman taking on Bobby Lashley, MVP in Lashley's corner. Flair in Sandman's corner. We're going to go ahead and run a slander promotion because we got to do something. You know, the fair traditional tactics of just, you know, put on good matches, they're not working. So we got to kind of do something a little bit extra. So we're going to run the slander promotion this week. We have the elimination tag, Orton Taker, taking on the reuniting of DX. We have, and then of course the main event. We're in San Diego, California. Got to go for another hometown hero win match bonus. So we're going to go ahead and put Ray and Mark Henry against each other in a TLC match. So as we can see, Batista's team wins the opening 6-man tag match. Sandman with Ric Flair in his corner defeats Bobby Lashley. So maybe a bit of an upset there, possibly. Elijah Burke defeats Mick Foley in Mick Foley's own stipulation, the hardcore match. So let's go ahead and get into this tag team matchup now, where we have Orton and the Undertaker teaming up to take on D-Generation X. This is, of course, California, Undertaker's hometown, looking for that hometown bonus, or at least according to the game, California would be his hometown. From Death Valley. So Taker could get that hometown bonus with a victory here, and that's exactly what we're going to try to do. So we got Orton, you know, fresh off the victory earlier on in the episode last week against Triple H in the First Blood match. So, you know, getting a bit of kind of an extra hometown treatment here. I mean, because this is a 2-in-1 episode, and the fact that he's on the team that we're playing both times. So that's pretty fortunate for Orton. But will we get the victory? And, you know, would that be 2 victories in a row for Orton? Well, only time will tell about that. So right now, Michaels and Triple H. Right now, it's kind of back and forth. No one's really taking control of the match just yet. Nice arm breaker there from Orton to the game, taking him down. So right now, it looks like the rivals are going after each other. Taker and Michaels are going at it right there. Nice gut-wrench suplex from Michaels, showing off a bit of strength there. And then we got, of course, Triple H and Orton taking each other on right now. Triple H trying to power out of it, goes into a collar and elbow tie-up, and now nice Siderson leg sweep, taking down the Apex Predator, the Viper, formerly known as the Legend Killer, Randy Orton. But now, oh, big knee lift there from the Undertaker, and Michaels blocked the punch, and now looking to take Taker out here, as Taker now manages to fight out of it. But Michaels with a knee lift breaks the collar and elbow tie up there. And now Taker taking Triple H out from behind with a nice running bulldog. And now leg drop to follow it up. As Michaels now looking to take Orton down. But Taker now, it looks like he took Triple H out, was starting to focus on Michaels. But now goes right back after Triple H with a nice running clothesline. And now Orton, big DDT there, taking Michaels down as Taker, you know, taunting it up for the fans just like Orton did last week earlier on in the episode. And now big punch to the face right there of the game, Triple H. And now Taker, nope, Triple H able to fight out of it, makes it back to his feet. Michaels shoves Orton away, and we got to remember that this is indeed an elimination tag team match. So both members of each team are going to have to be eliminated. So it could come down, it could be a 2-on-1 handicap match at one point. Could be, you know, could wind up one team gets a clean sweep with the victory, or, you know, it could come down to a possible 1-on-1 match. But I have a bit of a question for you, the viewing audience, right now. And down in the comment section below, I have an idea. I've kind of been thinking about it for a while, about possibly doing like a top 10 video series. So I don't know, could be top 10 childhood superstars, top 10 Pokemon, top 10 pay-per-views, something along those lines, like anything like that. I've been thinking about doing it for a while, but I don't want it to be a series that I just kind of, for lack of a better word, that I don't kind of half-ass. So, I mean, I had an idea, and I had already kind of started on an episode. I was gonna do do a top 10 video about a while ago, like a month ago or so, but I hadn't done it because, you know, I wasn't too satisfied with the commentary. I wasn't too satisfied with the overall product that it was gonna be, so I held back on that. I just, you know, figured I would try again another time if I ever wanted to do it. But if you would want to see top 10 videos from that, or if you think, you know, don't do that, just stick with the content that you're producing right now, you know, with the GM mode, the universe mode, the career mode that's going to be coming in 2K15, and you know, everything like that. Just, you know, stick with what I've got right now. Don't branch out to too many things. Or if you think, you know, more content is better, if you would like to see a top 10 video series, be sure to let me know down in the comments section below. Because I got a question on one of my videos asking, you know, would you ever consider branching out into doing, you know, other sort of gaming genres? And, you know, I gave like this really long-winded response, but this is basically, you know, at this point, I don't really see any need to branch out to do any sort of other content. Part of it is because, you know, haven't really been inspired to do much. Like with Universe Mode, with a couple of people, Tony Pizza Guy's WWE13 Universe Mode was a big inspiration to when I originally started. Brendan Plays is another inspiration for my Universe Mode videos, and GM Mode and all that stuff. So really, I just haven't really had like any inspiration to do any of the series. With Pokemon, I've also had inspirations there from, you know, like Jay Witz, Maryland, those sort of people. I really enjoyed their series, especially Maryland. He puts a lot of effort into those Nuzlocke videos and, you know, walkthroughs and stuff like that. But as we can see, Taker with the cover, and Orton or Triple H is eliminated. My bad. But I mean, also thinking about it, you know, it's pretty difficult on YouTube to build yourself up, to kind of, you know, build your audience around, you know, whatever kinds of content you upload. But I think it's almost even more difficult to branch out into another genre of gaming, or just like another series that, you know, it's unrelated to the one you're currently producing. Because with me, like, I've been doing Pokemon videos for like a year. Has it been a year and a half? It's kind of getting close to a year and a half, and they're still not doing all that well. I'm not upset about it. I'm not complaining, you know, that I'm not getting enough views on my videos with Pokemon. But, you know, it's just because I hadn't established that fan base yet when I started it. With Universe, like, I have like my WWE fan base right now. I kind of, you know, did videos and was working on those in the very beginning to, you know, build up some sort of an audience for people that I could try to entertain with my videos. But, you know, with anything else, partially it's because, you know, some games that I do have, I mean, for my already slim gaming horizon as it is, for any games that I do have, some it's just better to actually, you know, play and not do videos on. But others, you know, it's kind of with like lack of inspiration, just other sort of things. But with this top 10 series, I think I could branch out to other things, other stuff and things. Like one example is like my top 10 Dragon Ball characters, or, you know, just anything else that's like I don't normally cover on my channel. So I don't know, like sports teams or just anything sort of like that. That, you know, is content that I don't usually cover on my channel. But let me know if you'd like me to do a series like that or not down in the comment section. I want to thank you all for watching. Keep on YouTubing.